Kanowit is one of the 3 districts under the administration of the Cebu Division, and it has 2 state constituencies named Machan and Ngama. With a population of 34,300 people, the main ethnic groups in Kanowit are Iban, Chinese, Malay, and Malanao. According to its history, the town, before it became a district, it was named after a Malanao ethnic group known as Rajang who speak Kanowit. Kanowit town is situated at the confluence of the Rajang and Kanowit rivers. It is said that the town is older than Cebu, and even the locals believe that the town was established long before Charles Brooke came to Sarawak. It takes about 45 minutes to reach the town by land transportation and an hour by boat if you are traveling from Cebu. In the 70s, Kanowit was inaccessible as there were no roads, and the river was the only mode of transportation for people to travel to this town. This town is now well developed thanks to the development of road infrastructure such as the sibu-kapit highway. Now you can see that the town has grown steadily with shop houses, new housing areas, schools, and government buildings. With the amount of cars coming into the town, it indirectly serves as a testimonial of the well-being of communities in Kanowit. Kanowit was developed as a trading town that supplied agricultural and jungle products to Cebu when the Cantonese arrived in Kanowit in the 1880s. Serving as a hub of trading between Cebu and people from the interior of the Rajang River, Kanowit exports rural agricultural products such as hill rice, local vegetables, chicken, freshwater shrimp, and fish, as well as plantation crops like rubber and pepper. The town center consists of 3 streets of 1930s vintage Chinese shop houses near the waterfront. A few new shop houses have been built. Kanowit has a dry and wet market that opens daily from 7 a.m. to 12 noon. The latest attraction in this town is the Kanowit waterfront, a new landmark situated along the bank of the town center and Rajang River. It is an ideal place for visitors to enjoy the wide view of the river. From here you can see long boats with people from longhouses upstream traversing along the river. Kanowit has great potential in heritage tourism, for it has a number of unique historical features compared to other small towns in Sarawak. For a start, Rumah Panjang Benjamin Angki, Rantau Kemiding in Kanowit, won the State Award for Outstanding Hotel and Accommodation Provider, or Homestay, in 2013 and 2014, thus setting a benchmark for other homestays in Kanowit. A few-minute walk from Kanowit waterfront and you will arrive at a small hill overlooking the river. Sitting on top of this hill, you will see Fort Emma, a 19th century Brooke-era wooden fort. It was built in 1851 by the Brookes, although during that time, Kanowit was still under the control of the Bruneian Empire. The fort was named after James Brooke's sister, Emma Brooke, who was also the mother of the second Raja of Sarawak, Charles Anthony Brooke. Fort Emma offered protection against Dayak piracy along the Rajang River. In 1853, James Brooke was able to take over Rajang River and its surrounding settlements from the Brunei Sultanate. This fort is the only historical site left by the British administration in Kanowit. The peace, prosperity, and security that we enjoy today came from the ultimate sacrifices of our heroes from the past. In the past, Kanowit was known as a black area due to the presence of communist threats. This prompted the government at the time to establish the Rajang Security Command Area, or better known as RASCOM. The construction of the Kanowit Heroes Monument at the Emma Fort Square serves as a reminder, as well as to honor the sacrifice of security forces and border scouts who died in the Pendam Bungkang tragedy and communist rebellion in Lukut. Built in 2016, the monument features the design of the hornbill, a symbol of Sarawak's pride, with 23 names of our fallen warriors engraved on the monument. Kampung Bedil, the original settlement of the Rajang community, is a 10-minute long boat ride further upriver from Kanowit town. This village is divided into 3 parts: Bedil 1, Bedil 2, and Bedil 3. Bedil 1 and 2 consist of individual residentials. However, Bedil 3 is communal and resembles more of an Iban longhouse due to the many intermarriages between the Rajang and the Iban. The name Bedil originates from a historical event in the 19th century. At that time, there was a Kanowit warrior known as Sawing, revered as a hero for his struggle against the Brooke rule. Sawing and his people killed Brooke officials Charles Fox and Henry Steele during an attack launched against the Raja's forces. Years later, after Sawing surrendered and was executed, Raja Charles Brooke offered peace to the Rajangs by sending a cannon or badil in Malay as a sign of goodwill and peace to the leader of the Rajang. If you happen to be in Kanowit, make time to see this cannon, which is still being kept by the villagers.
Kanowit means the people of Kanowit or Kanowit race. That is my origin. Place where people like to see. That is the badil itself, the cannon. Well, there is quite a big development, especially the road connectivity. 30 years ago, we don't have road. The only access to Kanowit from Cebu is by river. The road was established about less than 30 years to connect. Then the bridge from Durin that connect us to Cebu. From Cebu, from Kuching, and all the way to Kapit. That make Kanowit more lively than it was. We have a better building now. We have a few small hotel, and we have the district office, the Dewan Suara. And then we have clinics in every area like Jagao, Ngungun, Nangatada, Machan. We have clinic kesehatan.
Kanowit has 2 primary schools and 3 secondary schools, namely Sekolah Rendah Kebangsaan St. Francis Xavier, Sekolah Rendah Kebangsaan Yiting, and 3 secondary schools are Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Kanowit, Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Datuk Haji Abdul Rahman Yaakob Sedaya, and Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Nangga Dap. Meanwhile, SMK Dari Sedaya was known as Kanowit Rural Improvement School back in 1957. At that time, the purpose of the school was to provide agriculture training to the Bumiputra youths. Due to the need and the demand to have formal education, the academic curriculum was included in the school syllabus. As a result, the Kanowit Government Secondary School was established and officially opened in 1958, making it the oldest government secondary school in Sarawak. In 1971, the school changed its name to Sekolah Menengah Datuk Haji Abdul Rahman Yaakob, Kanowit. There is a unique water transport in Kanowit known as Passenger Boat. This passenger boat provides shuttle service that connects the town jetty and SMK Sedaya Lama jetty and other areas in the vicinity. It is still a popular mode of transportation for people in Kanowit to commute daily, as the travel time is shorter than using cars. The roof of the boat is flat, giving it a distinct look compared to the boat penambang that we see in Kuching. Just 26 kilometers away from Kanowit town, or a 35-minute drive from Cebu, is the Machan Bazaar. Established in the 1960s, Machan now has a population of 9,000 residents, comprising communities from Nanggam Machan up to Ulu Machan. Famous for its tapa fish, Machan has 28 longhouses and 12 of them are located in Ulu Machan. The construction of the new 130-meter-long Nanggam Machan reinforced concrete beam bridge across Sungai Kanowit has been completed. With this project completed, the people of Machan now have an enhanced road connectivity with the bridge to Rumah Upoy, Rumah Sandom, Rumah Petai, and Machan Town.
Kenang ke pasar Pemansang. Hari ke 60-an coba. Bisi Mansang, menua kami menua Machan tu. Ya ke dasar ke penyamai kami tu jalan raya. Mula coba jalan batu, udahnya nyu jalan tal. Udah jalan datai, udahnya nyu bisa juga tali api karan. Agak pasal lagi rumah panyai. Nanti di kenya lu bisa juga kami aib datai ke rumah panyai, datai ke Sarito. 60-an kini bisa klinik dia. Macamnya. Lama ayah ke dari siko aja ngawan. Jadi kadang berapa tahun, bisa 2 tahun tu asaiku. Nyu bisa 2 tahun kami dia, 2 iko 2 tahun dia. Nya ke ngasuh kami di tok nya. Berasa nyamai. Maya ke berubat sakit. nyamai kanang kami ke udah bisi jalai to berasa lantang.
Almost 90% of areas in Kanowit are now connected via road access. The opening of the 300-meter Kanowit Bridge in 2018 has brought many positive changes to Kanowit. The 52 million bridge serves as a gateway to Song and Kapit and is one of the major components of the 101-kilometer Kanowit Song Kapit Road project. Besides the Kanowit Bridge, the project involved building another 40-meter bridge across Sungai Bungkang, as well as constructing a 2.2-kilometer road network linking the two riverbanks. With the opening of the bridge, Longhouse residents in Majau, Poi, Dap, Ngema, and even Song are able to drive all the way to their longhouses. Villagers in Nanga Jagao and Nanga Ngugun will be happy to know that the ongoing 10.9-kilometer R1 standard tar sealed road is scheduled to be completed by the end of the year. This project also includes the construction of 2 Bailey bridges. The construction of Sungai Ngema Bridge 1 is ongoing with the concreting of the pile caps and columns, as well as the formwork installation of the headstock, which are the supporting structures of the bridge. This infrastructure project is implemented by the Upper Rajang Development Agency, or URDA. The people of Kanowit have seen development initiatives being implemented throughout the years. The newly formed Rascom Development Agency, or RASDA, will help to accelerate the developments in 2 areas, namely Kanowit and Selangau, and it will become the catalyst to push the Sarawak development agenda forward. Despite the challenging geographical features of Kanowit, the state government continues to develop the town and its surrounding areas to provide quality livelihood of the local communities.